It is Thursday, August 20th, 2020. So it's 2020. Just wanted to say that at 1:21 p.m. Alright, guys, let's take a look quickly here at the National Hurricane Center. We have Tropical Depression 14 and Tropical Depression 13. Let's talk about these two storms. Alright, we got maximum sustained winds of 30 knots or 35 miles per hour and minimal central pressure of 1,007 millibars located at 15.1 north and 79.7 west. Movement west at 18 knots or 21 miles an hour for Tropical Depression 14. Let's take a look at that. Tropical Depression 14. Key messages for Tropical Depression 14. Tropical Depression 14 is expected to strengthen over the northwestern Caribbean Sea through Saturday, and it could produce tropical storm force winds, heavy rainfall over portions of the coast of Honduras and the Bay Islands beginning tonight through Friday. The system could be near or at hurricane strength when it reaches the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico late Saturday. The watches could be required for a portion of that area later today. The system is expected to move into the south-central Gulf of Mexico as a tropical storm on Sunday. Some strengthening is anticipated while it moves northwestward over the western Gulf of Mexico early next week, but it is too soon to know exactly how strong it will get or the location and magnitude of impacts it will produce along the central or northwestern Gulf Coast. Interest in that area should continue monitoring the progress of this system over the next few days. Alright, let's take a look now back at Tropical Depression 13. Maximum sustained winds 30 knots or 35 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure of 1,008 millibars. Located 16.0 north and 52.0 west. Movement west-northwest at 18 knots or 21 miles an hour. Alright, let's take a look at Tropical Depression 13. These are so confusing. 13 and 14. Okay, 13. Key messages for Tropical Depression 13. Tropical storm conditions are possible across portions of northern Leeward Islands by Friday night, and tropical storm watches have been issued for some of these islands. Heavy rainfall is likely across this area beginning late Friday. There is a risk of tropical storm conditions for the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico Friday night and Saturday, and tropical storm watches could be required for these islands later today. Interest there should closely monitor the progress of this system. Details on a long-range track and intensity forecast are more uncertain than usual since the system can move over portions of the Greater Antilles this weekend. However, this system can bring strong storm surge, rainfall, and wind impacts for portions of Hispaniola, Cuba, the Bahamas, and Florida this weekend and early next week. Interest there should monitor the system's progress and updates for the forecast over the next few days. Okay, let's take a look here. A tropical system, Tropical Depression 13, as it's forecasted to become a storm as it heads over the Lesser and Greater Antilles between Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. on Friday. It's going to be reaching the islands there. It will be a storm as it reaches over Puerto Rico between 8 a.m. on Saturday and 8 p.m. on Saturday, and it reaches over Dominican Republic at 8 a.m. on Sunday. It is forecasted to become a hurricane once it reaches above Cuba and by the Bahamas and into the Florida region. Forecasted to be a hurricane by 8 a.m. on Tuesday. So people, heads up, if you live in Puerto Rico, if you live in the Dominican Republic, if you live in the Bahamas, if you live in Florida, if you live in the parts of Cuba, the system is forecasted to become a hurricane. So heads up, warning there. Start getting your stuff prepared, just in case. Even if it's a low category 1 hurricane, it's best to have your things prepared, especially people of the Bahamas and people in Florida. All right, let's go back to Tropical Depression 14, because Tropical Depression 14 is forecasted to stay a storm. Alright, see here, forecast is to stay a storm as it heads over the Yucatan Peninsula and into the Gulf, probably impacting Texas and Louisiana. So heads up for the people in Texas and Louisiana and the people of the Yucatan Peninsula and the Gulf. Now let's take a look quickly here at the satellite images. You see here on the left hand side there is Genevieve. It's a weird pronunciation. I was going to say Guinevere, but it's Genevieve off in the Mexican region, the Baja Peninsula area. But this hurricane system is bringing, you see, it's bringing like a line down and into the Gulf. So the effects of the storm, the rain clouds, are making a trough that is bringing rain clouds to the Florida and Louisiana region right here. So let me see if I can zoom in, or I can draw it so you guys could see what I'm talking about. This right here is causing the storms here to pop up in this area of Florida and Louisiana, Alabama, right there. The Genevieve is causing that. So that is bringing a lot of rain right now to the Gulf region, to the Alabama, Florida, Louisiana area right now. Alright, let's see if we can zoom in to the Gulf region. You see the tail here, the tail end of Genevieve, bringing in this rain for Florida. So already the region that's going to be impacted by these possible storms is already going to be moist. There's going to be possibility of more flooding, so we got to keep an eye on that. So heads up for the people of Florida. Alright, so this is Tropical Depression 13 right here. This Tropical Depression 13 heading towards the Lesser Antilles, the Greater Antilles, and Puerto Rico. Alright, now let's take a look at the rain. Here we go. So we have two storms back to back coming towards the Gulf and coming towards the Florida region. So there's a lot of moisture going to be coming with these storms. And you see here, these are the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities for this region. So these areas are going to be possibly impacted by tropical storm force winds, but also these regions are going to be impacted by a lot of rain and a lot of moisture. So this is the 5-day or 120-hour forecast for moisture or rain accumulation. So here you go. Here's the regions that are going to be seeing possibility of flooding and a lot of moisture in the next 5 days. So this is going to be bringing a lot of moisture, a lot of rain. So instantly what you first think of is flooding, the possibility of flooding for the region, then the tropical storm force winds, then the possibility of high surf or high tides along the coastlines of these areas. So those are the things that we should be keeping an eye on. And then this is the track for Tropical Depression 14 as it heads over the Yucatan Peninsula and possibly into Texas or Louisiana or Mexico. This is the spaghetti models for this storm. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to bring that information so you guys could be aware, start making the preparations you guys need for the systems that are coming. Can't believe it. Twin systems. In a sense, they're not exactly twins, but there's two systems going to be affecting us around the same time. So be prepared for that, and see you guys next time. God bless.